guy, I mean, I wish I could show you guys the video of it. I mean, this guy was a pretty major a-hole, and no, you know, I remained calm. We all did. But in my opinion, when it gets to a certain point where, I mean, the person is just being an a-hole just to be an a-hole, causing a disturbance, getting in your face, and everything else. We probably should have arrested him, but we gave him like dozens and dozens of chances to do it, and eventually we just kind of almost herded him back into his vehicle. So that was an interesting time. We came close to pepper spraying him once, actually. At the very beginning, when he was basically, I was sitting with another officer who was on a traffic stop because he had a warrant, and this guy blew by us at 110 right beside our cars. And under provincial law, you have to slow down to 60 when passing a tow truck or emergency vehicle with their lights on. So I got the guy on radar going right past us at 110. He was the only vehicle around, so I went after him and stopped him. And before I even had a chance to tell him what I stopped him for, he was already screaming his head off at me. And so I told him why I stopped him and asked for his license, registration, and insurance. And he did the whole thing of, he was just I bet you he told me about 20 times in a row, no matter what I said. No, it couldn't have been him. It wasn't me. It doesn't matter. We were off the road. He doesn't have to slow down. All this other stuff. And he was refusing to give me his license and everything else for a while. And so, as I was going to go back to the vehicle just to get another member there, just in case, he stepped out with his fists clenched and kind of took a running start at me, and I don't know if he saw me or not, or if he was just going to stop anyways, but I opened up the pouch for my OC spray and told him to step back, and he kind of stopped, honest and they're friendly, so I'll lower the ticket down for them. And then as soon as they realize they're still getting a ticket, whether I lowered it down or not, they freak out at me again, and it makes me regret lowering it down, but yeah. Anyways, it's definitely an interesting job. And then I had a couple of stolen vehicles, which the people that stole them were actually very cooperative and fully admitted it. So, I mean, fair enough. They're honest about it, so didn't try and argue or fight us or do anything else. So that was, that was good. Yeah, so I'm gonna have kind of a busy summer. The first thing we're doing in the middle of May is flying to Regina in Saskatchewan and going to a place called Depot, which is the RCMP training academy. That's where all RCMP officers get trained. It's a big facility that the Mounties go for 6 months to become Mounties, basically. And my sister has been there since November, getting trained. So she's going to be an RCMP officer, and she's gotten through basically all of her testing. The last 2 weeks or so is active shooter training and carbine training, so assuming she passes those, she's in the clear, and yeah, so that'll be pretty cool to go see that, and obviously proud that she has gotten through that. And we were actually talking the other day that it's weird. I mean, my family has no history of anybody in law enforcement before, and then now suddenly there's 2 of us. But I haven't seen her since Christmas, just because she couldn't leave Regina, and I couldn't really afford to go there to visit or anything, so as it is, we kind of had to scrounge and save up just to be able to afford to go to our graduation. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's stupid expensive to fly in Canada, even though it's only an hour and a half flight from Edmonton. It was like, I think at the end of it, it's to fly there and back was $330 per person. So that's pricey in my opinion, but I don't know. Plus the hotels and everything else on top of that. But of course, I'm not gonna miss that for anything, so she came all the way up to Edmonton for my graduation in the sheriff's, so of course I'm gonna go there and see her as well. She asked if I could wear my uniform when I went there, but I kind of told her I think it'd be a pain in the butt to try and pack that in my suitcase and videos about later this summer that I'm quite excited about. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? Well, it appears to be gone. I don't remember. Again, this is a different background picture that ASMR Duck made for me, and I appreciate that. Like I said, she's made a couple of them for me, so better than just looking at a black background. I guess I'll end the video here because I think